Hey Taurus Geminis, welcome into your January 2026 Love Tarot reading. I thank you guys so much for tuning into this message, being here on this side of the channel. I love you lots. All right. Don't forget, we are doing a deck giveaway for members only. If you haven't claimed a deck out of my thrift shop yet on my website, please make sure you do. That link will be in the description box below. All right, any deck you see there and you would like it to call it yours, you can claim it. Let me know in the comments. I'll send you the giveaway link so you can purchase it for absolutely free, shipping on me as a thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all so very much. Okay, your love and support definitely does not go unnoticed here. But make sure you do so, because that giveaway will keep going on until all the decks are gone. I might open it up to the public if y'all just claim all the decks and there's still some left over. And I'm also going to be adding some new decks to the shop this week, okay? So I'll make an announcement about that on the members tab. Make sure you have your post notifications turned on for the channel. Okay, let's talk about love and romance here for you, Taurus Gemini. There is a heavy vibration of reconciliation for you. And it feels like family driven in a way. This could be a reconciliation that family members are trying to orchestrate, whether you're aware of it or not. I also get, though, that family could be heavily on your spirit right now. Yeah. And it almost feels like you have somebody in mind that you maybe would want to reconcile with. And if you were able to accomplish that reconciliation, bring someone back into your world, into your life, it would be like a gift to your family dynamics. Your family might be very excited about that reconciliation, but it's almost like I sense somebody looking at someone as a perfect fit for their family. Like they would fit in. Or maybe this is how someone's viewing you, Taurus Gemini. You would fit in with my tribe, with my family, with my peoples. It wouldn't be weird. It wouldn't be awkward. It would even, I don't know, it almost feels like it would be a gift of abundance. Like there would be some sort of added energy. Yeah, I'm getting like somebody maybe has like a little sister or a little brother, and it's like, man, that would be so cool for them to have. You know, like you would really get along with them. They would have someone else to look up to, someone else to connect with. Moms would be happy, dads would have somebody. Like it just feels somebody is sensing that, whether this again is you or someone towards you. I'll leave that up to y'all to decide. I'm gonna just pull the energy, okay? But that's what I was getting in my meditation. Okay. It would be, somebody feels like it would be a blessing to have someone in their family. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's like someone would add something that's missing to the dynamic of the family. Or there's like a little part, there's little parts of someone that fits with almost all the members in the family. Maybe this is even just immediate family. Yeah, it's a perfect fit. Someone feels like another person is a perfect fit for their family. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely somebody who's very family oriented. Like if the family don't mess with whoever they're with, they not, it could damage the relationship. It's important that someone gets along with someone's family. That's I think maybe what I'm tapping into. There's a strong importance highlight around that. Okay. So maybe this is somebody who has tried to introduce people that they've been with to family and it did not go over well. Just didn't fit, didn't work. Okay, so tell me a little bit more about this energy here for Taurus Geminis in love and romance. Being at odds, exactly. Someone does not want to introduce or bring someone into their family dynamic that would create division and tension. Or every time they do introduce someone to their family, it turns out into like beef. And somebody's tired of that. Somebody doesn't want that. Okay? It's always like, I don't really want to go around your family, or, it becomes a point of tension. Now, whether that's on the person being introduced or that's on the family, just not wanting to embrace somebody. Either way, okay? And that could be why somebody's being brought up again, because it's like, we really liked this person. If you could get that person back, we would be very happy. But at the same time here, I get that, and I understand cohesiveness with family, because that is in fact what, union and marriage in the physical sense of it, in the relationship sense of it is. You are marrying that person's family. You're marrying into their family. Both of you are. So if there is beef and it's not going so well, that's going to make that merger more complicated, more drama-filled, more difficult than it truly needs to be. Dare I even say, and I don't like this word, should be, right? But at the same time, if everybody's just up their own butt and no one's actually trying to put full effort towards being a village with one another, coming together, learning, getting to know, connecting, then the opinions of what they like and what they don't like kind of got to go out the window. They're not actually trying to get along with anybody. They just don't like nobody for you. That's a problem. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't be a reason to not date somebody. But family is trying and it's just not gelling. That's a whole nother situation. Okay, I feel like I had to clarify that. Come on, man. I'm not breaking this down for nothing. Divine union. Period, Booski. And romance. And what else? Words of affirmation wanted to come out too. That's what I'm talking about. Now, okay, I am getting a timeline of energy here where this might be a union of two souls that might have to create distance with the family. And that's never ideal. I understand that. That's never ideal. But I'm being brought to the biblical story of Abraham. Abraham had to separate from his family to go be the father of many, go establish himself in that way. He wanted to bring his brother Lot along with him. Backfired on him. It's almost like that. That could be relevant here for somebody. Whatever this divine union is, it might be needed and necessary for it to be set apart from your home base. So fourth house energy could be very significant in this dynamic. Y'all could want to break away from your family dynamics to go create your own family. Like, y'all coming together isn't going to be an extension of the family that already exists. It's going to be the beginning of a whole new family tree, if that makes sense. So maybe this is two souls who maybe come from karmic families. And it's like, we don't even really want our families to blend like that. Like, I don't really mess with my family. You don't really mess with your family. Let's just go off and do our own thing. That could also be the vibe I'm picking up on here too for somebody. And that's valid, because if you got toxic family, they got toxic family, ain't nothing gonna blend but the toxicity. And that's stressful. And that's unnecessary. Okay? So yeah, somebody's gonna have to kind of gauge how they're going to move forward in a divine union. Okay? But this is what I think, that divine union is the reconciliation, though. Tell me more. Physical touch. Okay. So those could be the two love languages that are important here to maybe better clarify who this might be for you, Taurus, Gemini. You both maybe enjoy words of affirmation and physical touch, money and finances coming out. Okay. Can I get one more for Taurus, Gemini in love and romance? And an apology. Oh, interesting. With more than friends at the bottom. Okay, maybe this is a theme. This could definitely be a developing theme for earth air energies. Y'all might be going through some love cycles here where people are, okay, whoever's on the other side of this love energy with you is awakening to the fact that there is something divine about the connection between y'all. There's some sort of mirror energy. There's some sort of strong soulmate tie. Okay. Now, this could be, Taurus, Gemini, somebody that you are in this very moment at odds with. Whoever you might want to reconcile with. You might want to come on to the more romantic side of things. Maybe you're trying to romance someone. You want to have a conversation with somebody. You just want to touch them again. Hold them again. This could be how y'all feel towards each other. But money, finances, and an apology is owed or due. And that, I mean, that's interesting because you could owe money and owe somebody an apology. So somebody maybe feels like they're in debt, or you're in debt with them. Like there's something that has to be made up, paid back. That payment could be the apology. So it could be very simple, an apology that's between you and a divine union right now. Whether that's, again, an apology that needs to come towards you or an apology that you might need to extend. Y'all know y'all situations, okay? Oh, that's interesting. And maybe oddly specific here for somebody. Someone, and this is maybe where I'm feeling the family vibe. Somebody could have been convinced by their family that you, or maybe whoever you're interested in, was only connecting with you, interested in you for some sort of money and finances. Like maybe that's where that blessing energy is coming from. And maybe that's where the family dynamics would be a little difficult. Yeah, somebody could have felt, someone in someone's family could have felt like the other person was only with their family member for money and finances. And that could have seeped into some sort of conversation or communication that was had. I just heard done poorly. Somebody maybe poorly communicated because somebody else was in someone else's ear. So it's like, you know, they only want you for this, that, and that. You know, especially if, let's say, the other person comes from humble beginnings. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't see the value. What kind of ad they only want to come up off you, whatever the case may be. I can kind of sense that. And I almost feel like somebody slipped into that doubt in someone, and that could have hurt. Oh, my heart chakra just pinged. I felt like a sword just went through my heart. It cut somebody deeply for someone to question their motives or intentions. And maybe that's where the apology is needed. Okay. Ooh, that's heavy in my heart chakra. Yeah, it's kind of like, what part of us connecting shows you or tells you that I'm only here for the money and the finances? Or like, where, yeah, it's almost like that kind of rhetoric or that conversation or those little, I'm hearing snide comments came out the blue, or really out of nowhere, or really didn't have any basis. And that hurt. That like hurt someone. That someone would think of them in that way. Or, yeah, belittle them down to someone who would do that. It's like, you should know my heart. You should know my character. You should know who I am. So why all of a sudden now you're starting to act weird about, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's all that coming from? It was coming from family. It was coming from family. Because it feels like what was felt was this divinity, was true romance, was genuine, beautiful communication, maybe a lot of physical chemistry as well. But to start treating somebody like they're gold digging, when that has never been the case, never been the tone, never been the scenario at all, and they know that, yeah, there's some foul play here. There's some foul play here. Okay. So if this is some sort of reconciliation, it almost might feel like two people might have to elope. Or like that could be what it boils down to. Like, we just don't involve our family in our relationship. And that can be isolating too. That can be heartbreaking for the family. But if the family is in that much control over somebody, it's probably time to cut that umbilical cord. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, so maybe this is a mother, an overbearing, over opinionated, no boundary type of mom. Okay. Yeah, somebody got to grow up. Okay. Somebody has to grow up. And in order to do that, they might need separation from their family. And again, that's not always ideal, but sometimes it's absolutely needed. So show me being at odds. Thank you. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. I'm trying to tell you. It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like I was with you or interested in you or dealing with you before you got money. So how am I now all of a sudden only here for the money when I was here before the money? That could be relevant for somebody. Like, make that make sense. Huh? Or maybe that's the fear. If y'all were together before somebody stepped into some sort of financial security or stability, now that they have it, it's like, are you only here for my money? It's like, I knew you before that. So why would that ever be the case? So, okay, yeah, somebody maybe misspoke here or kind of regurgitated something that was playing in their mind or was planted in their mind out. And it soured the whole thing. Show me this divine union. Who is Taurus Gemini in this divine union with? Wozers. Okay, it's a fire energy. Because you got the Ace of Wands. King of Pentacles in reverse. Which would also be a fire. All the kings have a fire element undertone regardless of their suit, okay? Fire. So somebody's fire could be a Sagittarius, could be Leo, could be Aries. And what did I say? Go back to your astrology reading, Taurus Gemini. Did I not tell you you needed to be with a fire energy? In love? Go back. Go rewatch that reading. Yeah. Okay, so it's a fire sign. It's a fire sign, but can we get more specific here? Who is Taurus Gemini in this divine union energy with? The Knight of Cups. Okay, so they could be fire or water. Okay, Knights are air elements, like it has an air undertone. Okay, so air could also be significant. Water could be significant here. Knight of Cups. So I just heard genuine love. Somebody who really loves you. Or you really love. You really have a heart for, I just heard. Congratulations, it's time to celebrate. Both you and your partner have healed and learned the important lessons to allow this union to manifest. Somebody's learned that they alone are in control of their heart and their feelings and their emotions. Yeah. Come on now, somebody's healed. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. The Nine of Wands with the Chariot. Yeah, you both have healed enough and learned what you needed to learn in order for this union to manifest, in order for destiny to play out, the Chariot. In order for y'all to be in alignment with one another. Maybe this is a situation here, Taurus, Gemini, where y'all have seen each other through the highs and the lows. So you know it's real love, because when you have it, they're there, and when you don't have it, they're also there. Nothing changes with this person. And I kind of think that's where the apology comes from, because it almost feels like someone maybe got insecure about a dip in their finances and might have did the, oh, you're going to leave me because I don't have it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Tried the whole, projected that onto somebody who had proven opposite already. So that's kind of a slap in the face. Yeah, I can see why an apology is absolutely needed and necessary for sure. Because why doubt someone's character when they've already proven who they are? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, look at this. Ace of Pentacles, Sun energy. Knight of Wands, yeah, celebrate. 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups. So, all right, sounds like y'all two are ready. Show me romance here for Taurus, Gemini. What does romance look like in this situation? The 2 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Forever. Secure. That's generational wealth. There's abundance that's going to come from that romantic energy. There's a lot that's meant to be manifested between you and whoever this person is. Can I get one for romance? Thank you. Ace of Cups. Come on now. I can't make it up. Because it's genuine love. You have genuine love with somebody, or somebody genuinely loves you. It's not fake. It's not farce. It's not, you know, anything but real. Show me the words of affirmation that are important. The 5 of Wands. Ooh, 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 ooh. So even when y'all maybe don't agree, this is somebody who still respects you. It fell on the Knight of Cups. Whatever disagreements, whatever conversation, whatever the spat, the bump in the road, because that's normal and very natural when you are in a relationship with somebody. It doesn't stop this person from showing love, showing up, being there. It's like, again, consistency. This is someone who's been extremely consistent, whether that is you or this person or y'all both. Take it as it resonates. But right, they know how to call a truce. How to pour the, thank you, Divine. How to pour the right amount of water on the fire. They know when to put water on the fire. This isn't somebody who is going to let it go too far. But that means the other person also has to participate in that. And I kind of think somebody took it too far and didn't patch it up, or didn't reciprocate that level of respect. Okay. Show me physical touch. Why is physical touch important here? Death energy wanted to pop out. The Emperor. Okay. Something about the physicality between you and this person brings out this desire to maybe be better, or to rule in a certain way. It's like, it's empowering. Emperor is a symbol of power. Someone feels powerful when they're around you. You feel powerful when you're around this person. It's a bit of a boost in a way. Y'all get a boost off of each other. The King of Cups, yeah. This might be the last king that was needed here for someone to be the emperor, and that's what's happening. Knight of Cups to the King of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Okay. Show me money and finances here. Yeah, this is what I mean exactly. The Eight of Swords. Somebody showed how little they thought of someone. And again, it might not have even been accurate. It was what was being regurgitated. It's what somebody was saying to them that they let slip out of their mouth. Again, it feels like a mother figure. So it's like the mother figure convincing their child, I bet they only want this, and talk. So then that person then says, I bet you're only here with me because of it. And it's like, what the fuck? Excuse me, but kind of like, huh? How dare you? Like, what? Since when? Like, oh, and that, yeah, I could see that spiraled this whole shit out of control. That spiraled this whole shit out of control. So again, out of almost like insecurity, it's like whoever this was wanted to believe in the divine union, like wanted to believe in all the good things they were feeling, but that those seeds of doubt were planted. And as opposed to checking the source of where those seeds are coming from, tapping in with yourself, being a leader, being the emperor, checking in your own emotions. What do you really feel? Because the mama ain't in the relationship with whoever this is. You see what I'm saying? This is where those boundaries have to be set, because it's you and that person in the connection. Yes, family comes along with it, but at the end of the day, what happens between y'all is created between y'all. And if you allow an outside voice to create some energy between what y'all have going on, you have a third party on your hands. You have a meddler or a minute, like somebody could then break that up menacingly. This is somebody who maybe has to stand up to their mama a little bit more. Again, like I said, cut that umbilical cord. Somebody let their mama get in their head. Oh, wow. Okay, so then what's the apology? Who's bringing in this apology? What's the apology energy? Yeah, the apology is back out here with the Two of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. It's like, I'm sorry that I made you feel like I didn't trust you, or that you were here for any other reasons, or that you had alternative motives or intentions. Two of Wands is about intention setting. I doubted your intention. Yeah, somebody doubted somebody, but from a really kind of low vibrational space. Okay, can I get one for an apology? It's the King of Pentacles. Yeah. Which is Taurus energy. Aries, Taurus energy also here with the Emperor. So if you're a Taurus, Gemini, masculine tuning in, this apology might be on you, boo-boo. Okay? This apology might be on you. Show me the energy between the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups for being at odds with the divine union. Yeah, it could have been the family at odds with this divine union. Not wanting it to happen, not celebrating it, trying to get in the way of it, meddle in it, menace in it, stir the pot. Because in truth, and that's nothing but the truth, the Seven of Swords, because it would reveal so much with this Eight of Swords. Thank you, Divine. It would reveal so much. When you have a positive force of energy in your world, especially in love and relationships, it's going to reveal who's negative around you. And I think it could be this mama. It could be more than just the mama, because we do have the Five of Wands out here. It could be the whole family. It could be the close immediate family, the siblings, the cousins, whomever. The positivity of this divine union would unblindfold somebody to see who's really the negative force. who's really the toxic one or the toxic energy. So someone, in attempt to not be seen as the toxic energy, decided to do something toxic under the guise of, I love and support and care for you, and I only want what's best for you. I'm your mama, you should listen to me. I'm your sibling, you should listen to me. I'm your cousin, we grew up together, I know you, I know you, I know you. That's not the right person. It ain't it. And the whole time it's your divine union. Jesus Lord. Yeah, the deception. 7 of Swords. Okay, clarify Knight of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Tower in reverse. I'm trying to tell you, this divine union would have shook up a lot more than just y'all's world or your sense of self. Everybody would have had to been, and that's what I mean. The tower, the guise, the blindfold, the illusion that was keeping that umbilical cord intact would have been severed. And that's what somebody doesn't want. So someone is the lifeline maybe for their family, especially if they're in this King of Pentacles energy, or, yeah, it's like this person is maybe a king regardless of gender, honestly. But we'll keep it in the masculine realm because that's what's out here. Someone is used to feeling like a king. But when they connect with whomever they're in this divine union with, they feel like the emperor. That's all 4 kings in one. They feel whole. And in that wholeness, the illusion can't stand. Somebody didn't like what this union or what this relationship was bringing out of their loved one. Bringing out of their child, their sibling, whomever, okay? Because what was coming out was somebody who was ready to cut the cord. Ready to go do their own thing. Ready to live maybe for themselves. In a sense. Ready to create the much needed separation that I feel and sense between them and the family. And somebody didn't want that. Because then that means whoever's on, let's say, just the Queen of Pentacles in this situation, just because it's a king out here, or the Empress in this situation, would maybe stand to receive, I almost want to say, like, the blessing of being in the connect. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like somebody's family could be very jealous, very envious. They might covet this person because this person is their source or access to maybe a certain lifestyle. And I'm only saying that because the King of Pentacles is out here. A certain sense of financial stability comes with that. They would then not reap that benefit if this person chose to be the emperor with their empress. Or they would be jealous of what the empress then stands to get. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. It's almost giving mama who looks at their son as their husband. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's giving that a little bit. Like, who's gonna do for me? That's your child. Your child, maybe that's what we were talking about. Where did I say that at? That was in one astrology reading, I feel like. Your children aren't necessarily responsible for taking care of you. If they choose to, that's a blessing and that's beautiful. But it's not their responsibility. You're not entitled to that. And I think this is somebody who feels entitled to that. And anything that threatens that is what they try to annihilate. Okay. Here's the wounding. Here are the lessons. Here's the Chariot. Exactly. Okay. And I'm confirming something High Priestess poking out here in the deck. Okay. Clarify here Ace of Cups with the 5 of Wands. That's, yeah. Okay. I mean, that's life. That's real life. That ain't even nothing to judge in truth. That's life. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. It would Someone's trying to avoid disrupting the Ten of Pentacles family dynamic. So not embracing whoever's on the other side of this divine union because, again, they feel threatened. It's going to take away from our Ten of Pentacles that we've already had. Now you won't have time to be with me anymore. You won't have time. You see what I'm saying? It's that kind of selfishness, I almost feel, that someone's family feels over them. That makes it difficult for them to actually be who they're meant to be, the Emperor. It keeps them stuck at this King of Pentacles level. Okay, show me the Five of Wands with the Emperor. Yeah, it keeps them bound. I can't make it up. It would reveal the toxicity, the ties, the chains, that again, the cords, what's wrapped around this person. It would reveal all of those things. So this person might not even have known that they were that entangled with their family or this particular family member, that they were that enmeshed with them. They couldn't see it, period. And here comes the light. What did I say? I can't make it up. What did I say? Here comes the light. This is a positive force of energy, the sun. Someone being in their divine union would shed light on all that they could not see. And what they couldn't see was the devil. The devil energy, the devil mindset, the devil approach that their family, Ten of Pentacles, was operating with them in. So, of course, right, it would seem easier to get rid of one person than a whole family. And I get that. This could even be that whole family first, kind of like mob mentality a little bit. We don't let anybody in, but that's what's keeping somebody stuck. Yeah, keeping somebody from transforming. The Eight of Swords to the King of Pentacles, or somebody has gone through that death and that realization. Or they will be, and that's maybe where the apology comes from. I allowed my toxic family to keep me from something that I knew was positive, the sun. It don't get more positive than that. And that's why it might be on someone's heart to reconcile here, because, yeah, that was kind of grimy to do. How are you going to tell the sun that they're not a benefit to anybody, or that, you know, that they're not a positive force? What happens without the sun? Little to nothing. Okay. Yeah, somebody threw away their oh shit, damn. Somebody threw away their divine union to keep the peace with their family. When their family wasn't invested in keeping the peace with them. Maybe that's what somebody might be falling out with their family. Show me the Seven of Swords with the Tower in reverse. Ooh, thank you. The Queen of Swords. Speaking some sort of truth here. Yeah, that could also represent the mother figure, the Queen of Swords. Maybe very opinionated. Also very kind of mean. Like this would be a mother figure who doesn't even talk kindly to the King of Pentacles, who could be their son. Like they're nasty with them, yet the son takes care of them or support. You see what I'm saying? It's like they don't even have reverence or respect for that fact. This is what I mean by entitlement. This is what I mean by entitlement. When I said that in that astrology reading, I'm blanking on what reading it was. If you remember, could you put it in the comments, please? So I can maybe link it for y'all in case you stumble upon this again. You can rewatch that one too. Tell me about Tower in reverse with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse and Justice. Like I said, somebody could be going through karma. I said that for Capricorn, Aquarius, so that could be relevant here. Ace of Pentacles in reverse with Justice in the upright. Somebody's family kept them from investing in their divine union. When in truth, not even really an excuse, but clearly if they're in the 8 of Swords around the role their family is really playing in their life, it's going to seem justified. Justice here. 4 of Wands, I can't make it up. Because in truth, at the end of the day, you a grown person and you make grown people choices and decisions. You're not a child who's going to really do what if you choose to do what you want to do. But that's the kind of fear, devil energy that I think somebody was under when it came to this Queen of Swords who feels like the mother, or this family dynamic. So maybe it's a whole family of Queen of Swords energy. Everybody got something to say. Everybody's so critical. Everybody's so kind of rude, a little crass. You know, say whatever. If you do this and you don't buy me this and don't get me that, then I'll never forgive you. That kind of family. But karma's here. Justice is here for this situation. Okay. 4 of Wands wanted to come out. Exactly. Oh, this family was pissed, is upset. Because I feel like with the death energy, this King of Pentacles was transforming, was changing, was evolving. And that maybe meant, well, especially if they were evolving into an emperor, they were unable to control them as easily. Oh, and that pissed somebody off, or multiple people off. Because usually you do what I say do. So now you got a backbone all of a sudden. Now you're not going to listen to me. Oh, now you, oh, how disrespectful. Oh, how dare, like taking offense to someone stepping into their emperor energy. That's how you know there was something toxic there. Because if there wasn't, that would be a mother's dream to see, especially her son, stand up as an emperor. Period. That's what you raised them to be. That's the whole point. That's the goal. You want them to be able to go off and create their own family and lead their own life and be an upstanding citizen, an upstanding man. Like, hello? That's how you know there was something more, a little bit more toxic involved. Like, this wasn't necessarily a healthy relationship. Show me the sun and death here, divine, over this money and finances. The 6 of Swords, exactly. And what, look at that. Look, I thank you, divine. I love imagery so much. Guess who's stirring the boat? Who's pushing the boat? That's exactly what I was saying. This person was supposed to go off and be in their divine union. Go create their family. Go do what they needed to do. Who's in the boat? A child and a woman. That's this masculine. Was supposed to take their connection, put them in the boat, journey on. Six of Swords. Now maybe somebody knows for sure and for certain. Back to that whole, you know, we might have to be a bit distant from family in order to make this divine union. Somebody sees that now and understands that now. As much as they would want to maybe involve their family, they may be very aware now that they can't. Okay, so this is a big, big death. A big transformation for somebody. A big karmic cycle coming to an end. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. Yep. All right, let's talk from the higher self of this King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups energy. Thank you so much, divine. I'm keeping tabs on you. No matter how hard I try, my thoughts always sway back to you. I'm a mess right now. Just kind of fell off the back of the deck. Okay. What is the higher self of this King of Pentacles, Emperor, Knight of Cups energy want to say? I'm going through a dark night of the soul and need space. Oh, indeed they are. Indeed they are. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. That's a big tower. That's a big tower. And with the tower being in reverse, this was something that was delayed. Meaning they were supposed to come to this awareness maybe even a long ass time ago. But the fact that they were maybe more loyal to the family member or the family in general than they were to themselves delayed that tower of awareness. So now they're in the dark night about it. And that's exactly where they need to be, because that's the only place they can heal. So now that this person is going through their dark night, now this union maybe has a chance to happen, because then this person now has the clearance to step into their emperor energy. Okay. Watching you move on is killing me, but I want what is best for you. Right. Right. And maybe by being more loyal to the family member, to the toxic dynamic than themselves, has left the door open for that Queen of Pentacles to get scooped up, or that Empress to get scooped up. Yeah, so this could be justice. Justice when it comes to this divine union is that someone's in the Six of Swords about it. Moved on. Yeah, and that could hurt. But in truth, if it's what's best, then it's what should be. And I know that might be hard to hear for however you're landing in this energy, okay? But y'all know I'm going to keep it a being with you. No matter how hard I try, my thoughts always sway back to you. So that was the truth that was trying to slide out there. And that's what I felt. Somebody's in that reconciliation energy. Somebody's like, fuck. Yeah, like that was my Four of Wands. Okay. What else wants to be said here? My biggest regret is not telling you how I feel. How I really feel exactly. Exactly. It's like in a moment of vulnerability, my throat is cracking here. Somebody definitely has to speak up, or absolutely didn't say what they really meant. Or in a moment of vulnerability where they could have honestly been truthful and honest about the Ace of Cups, the Ace of, I almost want to say Ace of Pentacles, yeah. Ace of Wands energy that they felt for someone. They chose to project the regurgitated yapping from the family, the toxic energy. So in a moment where they really could have spoke their heart, they spoke what was being spoken to them. Out of fear, really. Out of fear. Okay. Maybe it was this person's family that didn't allow somebody to get close to this person or to their person. Okay, what else wants to be said from the higher self involved? I miss the way I feel when I'm around you. What did I say? What did I say? This connection brought this person that feeling of them being the emperor. That's the truth of who they are. When they're around the family, they're the King of Pentacles. That's it. When they're around this, whoever they're in this divine union energy with, they're the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. All these other king energies become available to them, are really called up from them, because you might be dealing with an Empress on the other side of this. So she would be, or they would be, all four queens, and all four of those queens need a match. That's what somebody had. Four of Wands, two wands matching each other's, two intentions aligning. Okay. So I just heard I feel alive, or I felt alive. Somebody felt alive when they were around their divine union person, partner. I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you. That's what the dark night of the soul is about. Okay. Now this person is going to have to find their way into Emperor energy without their Empress before they can reconnect with their Empress. Whereas they might have been given the opportunity to step into that with their Empress alongside them. So now somebody has to do it alone. Okay. What else? Higher self. Thank you. I'm taking time to find myself again. I miss you more and more every day. Yeah. Okay. Let me put that back. Can I get one more? From the higher self, this masculine energy. What wants to be said here? What needs to be said? I miss you more and more every day. Okay. So as they get deeper and deeper into that death and transformation process, that dark night of the soul, they understand more and more and more and more why the divine maybe set up a union between you two. And I crave yous at the bottom. Exactly. The craving for this divine union gets stronger. Okay. Damn, that's deep. Alrighty, I really do hope that this brought some sort of clarity and confirmation for whoever this message is for. Let me know in the comments if you'd like. And make sure you guys definitely, again, participate in the deck giveaway if you would like to. You don't have to, but if you want to, I'd be more than willing and happy to send you any deck you would like, okay? And make sure also, even though I don't display the likes on the videos, please make sure you like the video if you do tune into this message. Whenever you do, it really helps out the channel a lot. It's absolutely free. Even if it is just a members video, it helps get our members videos out there and in people's feeds so more people can join, okay, and connect with us here so our community can grow. I would really, 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 really appreciate that, especially on the scheduled readings, the ones that do go public. Please make sure y'all are liking those videos when you tune in. All right, my loves. I thank you so very much for all your love and support, and I really do hope that this message supports you and guides you as ever it needs to, my loves. I'll see you in our next one. Namaste.